Good morning, welcome to another episode of FSD Doctor Talks. This episode is called Prebiotics and Probiotics. This episode actually comes from one of my patients. They asked me, can you please explain probiotics in simple English? Not the biology textbook version, the real life version. And they were actually absolutely right. We need to talk about this. Most people have heard the word probiotics and they immediately imagine a capsule, a bottle, and a price tag. But probiotics weren't invented last year. They've existed for thousands of years in the foods that our grandparents ate daily. So let's make this simple. Your gut is a garden. Probiotics are the plants. Prebiotics are the fertilizer. If you only plant but never feed the soil, nothing grows. If you only fertilize but never plant, you grow weeds. You need both for a healthy, thriving gut. And why does this matter? Because your gut isn't just about digestion. It's connected to immunity, inflammation, energy levels, mood, and even cravings. The gut and the brain talk to each other constantly, and some scientists call it the second brain. So yes, your gut feeling is a real thing. So what exactly are probiotics? They are good bacteria, living organisms that help keep your digestive system running smoothly. They keep harmful bugs under control, and they help extract nutrients from food, and they even help produce vitamins. Where do you find them? In real fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh. Idli and dosa batter in South Indian homes, even homemade pickles. But here's the trap. Just because something says probiotic, it doesn't mean it's healthy. A lot of supermarket yogurts have more sugar than ice cream. Some kombuchas are basically soft drinks pretending to meditate. So the probiotic is there but buried under 30 grams of sugar. That's actually not going to help your gut. Now let's talk about prebiotics, the food your good bacteria love. Think of prebiotics as your VIP nutrients for your gut garden. They're mostly fibrous foods like onions, garlics, leeks, oats, legumes, apples, bananas, nuts, seeds, asparagus, cooked and cooled rice, and potatoes and whole grains. I've discussed this in my episode on fiber, it is a class of fiber that we need, and that's the prebiotic. Dr. Peter Attia, Dr. Andrew Huberman, and many researchers emphasize the same thing. You don't need exotic powders from a health shop. You need consistency, you need real food every day, a variety of fiber sources and fermented foods that aren't drowning in sugar. Let's bring in a bit of humor, because gut health can get awkward. If your stomach sounds like a washing machine with marbles in it, that's your microbiome protesting. Because your bowel movements are, let's say, creative art pieces, and your gut bacteria are probably confused. And if you've been eating nothing but processed foods, your gut garden probably looks like the lawn of an abandoned house. So what mistakes do people make with probiotics? The mistake number one is treating probiotics like Panadol. People only take them when they're sick, but probiotics work best with a routine, not emergencies. Mistake number two is thinking supplements solve everything. Supplements are fine, but they can't outrun a diet of sugar and ultra-processed foods. It's like planting flowers and then spraying them with weed killer every day. Mistake number three is choosing healthy probiotic foods that actually are sugar bombs. Probiotic chocolate, probiotic muesli bars, probiotic ice cream. If it tastes like dessert, it is dessert, even if the label says otherwise. Mistake number four is taking the wrong probiotic for the wrong reason. There are different strains for different purposes. There are strains for digestion, immunity, bowel regularity, and antibiotic recovery. So what many people just grab whatever bottle is on sale. It's like taking allergy tablets for knee pain. Mistake number 5 is ignoring prebiotics completely. Taking a probiotic without prebiotics is like buying fish and forgetting to buy the fish food. Your bacteria arrive and then starve. Mistake number 6, as I've iterated in my episode on fiber, is overdoing fiber suddenly. People hear gut health and go from zero fiber to Mount Everest level fiber overnight. Result: bloating, gas, discomfort. Your microbiome is yelling, mate, slow down. Let's talk about when probiotics matter most. After a bout of gastroenteritis, after a course of antibiotics, during gut infections, during stressful periods when your routine is off, when you're traveling, after poor sleep, these situations shake up your gut garden, so probiotics can help rebuild. What about different age groups? Kids benefit from prebiotic foods to build a strong microbiome. Fruit, vegetables, nut, oats, yogurt. Teenagers often eat high sugar diets, so they need consistent fiber and fermented foods to stabilize the gut health. Adults need probiotics and prebiotics to support metabolism, regulate glucose and immunity. And older adults often lose bacterial diversity, so fermented foods and prebiotic fiber become essential. A rich microbiome helps maintain energy, muscle, and even help with cognitive function. Your microbiome is like a busy city. Different bacteria do different jobs: cleaners, builders, electricians, police, teachers. If you only have one type of bacteria, the city collapses. If you feed them junk food all day, productivity goes down. If you feed them real food, the city operates beautifully. Now let's talk about disease and antibiotics. Antibiotics are life-saving, but they're also like dropping a bomb on the gut bacteria. They don't just kill the bad guys, they take the good guys too. This is where probiotics can help rebuild the gut ecosystem. But again, food first, supplements only if needed. So how do you build a gut-friendly daily routine? Here's the simplest way. Pick one fermented food a day. Pick 2 prebiotic foods a day. Drink water, reduce sugar, and sleep well. Also remember to manage stress. This is your microbiome starter pack. You don't need kombucha kegs and fancy powders. You need habits, not hacks. Your gut responds to rhythm, not randomness. Now let's add one more analogy. Your gut bacteria are like your pet army. If you treat them well, they defend you, protect you, feed you nutrients, and keep inflammation low. If you feed them rubbish, they become lazy, angry, or confused, and your health pays the price. So the key takeaway here is that good gut health doesn't come from a bottle. It comes from a grocery store, from fresh, natural, fermented foods, from fiber-rich meals, from balance, and from consistency. And if you can make small changes every day, your gut garden grows richer, stronger, and more resilient. And you'll feel the difference in your digestion, in your energy, in your mood, your immunity, and your long-term health. This is Dr. Hafees Saleem, and you've been watching FSD Doctor Talks. Drive safe and keep your gut microbiome happy. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate any questions or comments at the end of the videos. I appreciate any ideas for new episodes, especially if they're more relevant to your situation, your health. Please like and share the videos as much as possible. Thank you for watching.